Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Shadow Smoke Collegiate in the Shadow Podcast. I'm your host, Tony the S4E7 Assassin, and today we have Midnight Cigar Eric. We have some Poppy Rick who's wondering and worrying about his career. And then we have two of his friends. First one is called Nipolapodopodos, and the other one is called Murky Kraken, aka Daddy. He wants everybody to address him as Daddy. So we will not address him as Daddy.
Good evening, fellas.
What's up, guys? Hi. Then we just
and this is still got to be the same. It's 2025. You're responsible for your own feelings, okay?
Real.
We got to make sure that is the case today, because we got to ask question that came about from the last episode, like the previous episode, where we talk a lot about the community. All right, not a bad thing, but we did have questions because I think it's very confusing. It's very confusing, and I don't know if people in the community knows the answers. I would assume no. So we gotta ask you guys the questions and see if you guys have maybe a unified answer. And for those people who doesn't know, like these two people, according to Rick, they swing that way.
Yes, we are one of the gays.
Hello.
gay. They be gay.
The pole smokers, whatever you want to call them.
The other cigar stick, smokers.
Yes, we're cigar smokers, but of a very different type.
The booty hole musketeers.
Booty bandits.
Wow. So let's go. Let's start with Nino. Why don't you go ahead and just give us a background about yourself so that we know who you're talking to.
In terms of
like a self-introduction, I guess, quick one.
Just about yourself. Just introduce yourself to this class.
Hi, I'm a dude on the internet who says very, very strange and questionable things, and I make video games.
There we go. I guess the question is, what's your name? Well, obviously, you claim that you're gay. Are you dating, or are you
currently no?
Currently no. Okay, but have you dated?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you have dated. Okay, so you can definitely answer some of these questions. And again, thanks for coming, because obviously this is one of those crazy things that I don't think anybody should be doing to get canceled. So
trust me, we've done a lot worse.
And what about Murky? What about you? Give us your name, and are you dating anybody or something like that?
My actual name happens to be Jake.
Jake?
As I said, I've heard that like 20 fucking times. Please, not on the stream. Please, we could do it privately, but not on the stream. As for dating, no, I'm not currently at the moment, but I have in the past.
Okay, all right. Now, let's get right into the question. How about that? Like when you say you're gay, right? Do you know are you supposed to be the guy or the girl? Like in every relationship with this masculine one, right, and this feminine one, right? So how do you tell? How do you tell?
What do you mean? How do you tell? Like,
okay, so like when you're attracted to another, would there be a problem if, let's say, you're in a bar, and then you're like, and do you define yourself as the masculine one or the feminine one?
I kind of switch between. I kind of lean towards feminine, but look at me. I kind of have no choice but to be the masculine one. So
okay, so like if you are the masculine one and you saw somebody, it's like, oh, it's attractive, I'm gonna go buy him a drink and see where that goes. Yeah. What if you go over there, hand him a drink, and he's extremely feminine side, and maybe extremely masculine, and that wasn't your thing, because you're looking for someone that's slightly the opposite of you, right? In terms of dating, would there ever been that kind of problem? Like, okay, oh, sorry, you bent the wrong way, but the right way, but not this way.
I mean, for me, it's not really a problem. It's like if it's just not my thing, I just don't approach it. But like if I see something and kind of like it, but then I get a real good look at it and I'm like, I just kind of like, I'd still buy them a drink. I'd chat with them, but I would just kind of be like, hey,
So
have a good one.
there are some like reverse U-turns. Where like
Sometimes,
go
yeah.
there, sharp break,
Mhm.
Rick falls out of the window, you turn around and
Mhm.
go kind of thing.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you might
I
think
wouldn't even
you
look
have
back.
yeah, exactly. Like sometimes you might think you have someone really hot, and then they turn around and they're a cave troll, and it's like, oh, never mind.
Right. Okay, risky choices. Okay, so in our previous topic, we're talking about the LGBTQ,
Yeah.
right, and the definition of them. Because me being a straight guy, to
Mhm.
me it seems like bi and gay are the same thing in theory.
No.
And this is where we try to find the difference. Because for me, right,
Mhm.
if a guy smoke a sausage, there's no turning back. You are gay.
I mean that's kind of where I disagree, because like doing a gay act is not really the same as being gay. You can do something gay, but maybe it's just not your thing, and then you just stick with women from then on. But
It's like experimentation. Like people
yeah,
experimenting in like when in their younger years.
mhm,
You just mess about with another guy, and then he turns out, no, I'm not a fan of that.
yeah,
I'll
exactly.
stick with I'll stick with women. It's
Yeah.
basically the same thing.
You kind
Okay,
of
but then
grow out of it.
that you're saying is the experimentation, right?
Yeah.
It's not. I've decided that I am one, but
Mhm.
I'm okay with the other one too. You already
It's
decided that.
curiosity.
Yeah, but at this point, right?
In the
Experimentation
case,
is
in the
like,
case of
oops, I did it, and then that was a big mistake. I'm never
Yeah,
gonna tell
yeah.
anybody. I'm gonna kill this guy, and nobody ever see it again.
Bury
You
him in the
know?
woods. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody will find out. I'm still
Mhm.
straight, kind of thing, right? But I'm talking
Exactly.
about once you pass that, right? You already decided. You could be a guy and
Mhm.
you like sausages,
Mhm.
and basically, but at the same time, I think anybody who likes sausage can also say, well, at one point I like cats. And it
At
was fun.
one point, sure, but again, I think like if you're at one point you eat meat and then you turn into a vegetarian or a vegan and then you spend your whole life being a vegan, I'd say you're a vegan.
But isn't that wouldn't that be a compromise? Like, people can compromise. It's like, I can live this way,
Mhm.
but that way was better. Like, there's more things that I can take out of this than that. So I choose that, but it doesn't change the fact they like this.
Oh yeah, I mean, for one, guys can't get pregnant. Guys can't birth children. So
Mhm.
Tom.
like, yeah. So like, if you want that experience, you're gonna have to go to a woman. Some people do choose to
Yeah,
do
adopt,
that.
right? Like Edgerton Cooper. Didn't he have kid or
I
adopted a
believe
kid or surrogate?
believe so.
I
Yeah,
think it
I
was
Yeah.
could be
surrogate.
wrong.
So yeah, you can
Mhm.
have surrogates. So that
Oh yeah.
Well,
I would say that
surrogacy
wouldn't
only
be
on surrogacy
Mhm.
is a tricky one when it comes to gay relationships because
because
Mhm.
only one
you're
person is
only
really
yeah,
related.
you're only getting one side out of this, so you've got to
Yeah.
get someone to donate some eggs as well. So it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you might as well just fucking adopt at that point.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper
Right.
has two sons, both by surrogacy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So one of them donated the sperm, and then
Hmm.
whatever that went. But the thing is that's what I'm saying. Like, you can be gay and technically okay with being bi. Because at one point before you figure it out, you are technically with a woman.
Mhm.
Before you
I
figured
mean,
it
you
out,
can.
right? Your
I mean,
experimentation, right? So
mhm.
you find out, and and then
Yeah.
you realize that you're gay. But
Mhm.
before that, you're okay with it. So technically, everybody, bi is the same as
I
gay.
think I think a good way to explain it is like okay, certain animals they really like fucking eating like plants and shit. But
Mhm.
some of them
Herbivores.
will eat fucking meat. It's not that they're meant to. They
Mhm.
just do occasionally. Doesn't mean that that's what they want to eat. They want to eat like the plants and shit. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's it's taste. It's about what you actually want rather than what you feel like you need.
Yeah.
Okay, but isn't being bi is like what you want is at the moment that you want it kind of thing. You know, it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like you can be gay at the same time being bi.
Mm.
That's why I'm
Uh,
saying that because at any one point you can say, in despite of getting back to my boyfriend, I'm gonna go fuck a chick, and that's possible.
I mean, if you're a real gay, a lot of them are like, ew, pussy, ew, stay away from me. Like those types of gays. Like, I don't know.
That's the question. Like I feel like they are very blurred lines where it will work on paper. Technically, like if you put it down paper, that could technically work because at one point they probably test out pussy.
Oh yeah.
But they found out that sausage was more economically feasible.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like they might be very close to it. And then the next one that we talked about, remember, was what's the difference between gay and queer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. I mean, from
But you
what
may have
I've
brought the wrong people on for that one.
I mean, I kind of know. Like queer.
So in theory, not everybody in the community knows what the true definition really is. It's just what you feel like you belong to.
There's so much infighting in the gay community. It's so fun.
Yeah, you can be gay, you can be a lesbian, you can be whatever. It don't matter. Not everyone knows all the rules. We don't get a fucking pamphlet every week explaining what happened.
AA meeting.
A fucking meeting.
What am I today?
It also doesn't help that the rules change every goddamn week.
Wow.
Well, to be honest, we are on the gay council, so we should know this.
Yeah, we kind of, but the management doesn't give us the proper papers. We don't know the full.
What are you talking about? We are management.
No, we have other people doing that for us because we're too important.
Oh, you guys gotta fight that out outside.
No,
but I would say that kind of stuff is more dominant in the U.S., while outside the U.S. things are normal. That's the best way I can explain it. It's just that kind
not
of
in the bigger cities. I will tell you that.
Yeah, like Amsterdam and things in that kind of nature where it's more kind of that tidal wave, or what do you call it, whirlpool.
It's a tidal wave, all right.
Yeah, when you're outside the Americas and those big cities, you're just a person.
Yeah, exactly.
That just happens to just do stuff behind closed doors. So when it comes to like outside of that kind of plus part, that's usually people who are like in the Europe or Asian area that's not in those big cities. It's just over their head. Like they're not signed up to the LGBT2 plus subscription newsletter.
Well, that's why I didn't go on to the Plus Max Duo Pro.
Yeah.
I haven't got there yet. I just got
LGTV HD.
You just got gay. You're not going to get the expansion packs yet.
We're sure waiting for that many years. I'm not gonna get my DLC.
I'm not going to get the DLC yet. I'm saving my money.
Oh Lord.
But I'm trying to figure out what queer is because when we used to have what's the show, Queer Eyes for the straight whatever.
Queer Eyes for straight guy.
Yeah. And they just literally just gay guys. They're not any different.
Well, the thing about queer is it was used as an offensive term for homosexuals, but the gays have kind of co-opted that word back nowadays.
Like black people.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a similar sort of thing, which we're not going to mention that word because we were told not to.
Yeah, true. But it's they kind of co-opted that word back. But nowadays the generations that are running around, the ones I'm talking about, they have kind of also co-opted it to basically mean it's not just, oh, you're queer, you're gay. It's now just you're gay, lesbian, bi, trans, that whole umbrella now falls under queer. It's so stupid. The gay community doesn't even know what queer means because, like I said, the rules change every week.
So
I
in
think the
theory, have
issue
you met
is-
anybody who comes out and say identify themselves like, oh, you're gay, but I'm queer? Like, have you done that?
Queer? Not
Yeah.
specifically, no.
Have you called each other queer?
As a joke, yes.
It's a joke.
Yeah,
Yes.
multiple
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like what I mentally think is queer are the what we call like the feminine side, more feminine side
Yeah,
of the gay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sneeze
Mm.
glitter gaze.
But
Yeah.
you see, that's the thing. You see, how most of that spectrum falls on gay. That's what I'm saying, right? If you're bi, you can technically be gay. You're queer, you can be gay.
Mhm. Well, yeah, bi is
And
two sides
all
of the
the-
same coin.
So you got
Straight and gay.
5 letters, and 3 of them are gay.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of an over-representation there.
Yeah,
I
and that's
think
we only got
people
one.
just really, I think just people really like classifications and being unique, so they had to give each
Yeah.
one a specific letter in the LGBTQIA.
Oh wait, that's
Batman
not
symbol
all.
fucking thing.
Mhm,
I said 5 letter, 3 of them are gay, right?
mhm.
But technically, trans are gay too.
Actually, that one kind of depends.
It kind of depends, yes.
What you are transferring to a different sex, but what you like is that sex.
Well, so for example,
yeah.
so for example, I was a woman and I transitioned into a man,
Mhm.
but I still liked men.
Mhm.
Right? Doesn't that make you gay?
Technically, yes, but also no.
Yeah. That's a weird conversation because
That
like
one's a really strange conversation.
But okay. So like what you said, you are a woman transferring to a man, and
Yeah.
then like a man. Technically, that's straight, but because you're trans, that's gay. And I say the other way around too. If you're a man transfer to a woman, but you like guys, that still makes you gay because you're a guy with different equipment.
Yeah.
See, out of 5, 4 of them are gay.
Yeah, exactly.
I think just to be honest with you, none of it makes sense.
A lot of it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, a lot of it, like this sounds really mean to a lot of people, but like a lot of it is just I'm more special type shit.
Yeah,
It's
as I
it
said,
could
like,
be as
special
simple as
labels
like
for
gay or
everyone.
straight, but like it's got all these extra terms now. It's stupid.
And the lesbian part is we haven't get to that part yet because that's even more crazy in my mind. Okay, but let's go to Eric because I know he's tried to be quiet, so he doesn't say anything that's gonna cancel him for now.
Don't you worry about getting canceled. I'm way ahead of
We
you.
got you covered, Eric.
What would you
Eric.
want from me? What's up?
You are gay. Why are you gay?
I'm not. It's not bad.
okay.
Like you're asking all the questions, so I'm just trying to
But like you know,
gather intel.
last episode when we were talking about it, you got a lot to say, but now we're asking a question, you got nothing to say.
I didn't.
He's
I think
listening. He's learning.
I didn't really got nothing to.
I think he's being quiet because he's really trying hard not to think of that cigar as a dick. I think he's really trying hard to not think about it.
We specifically picked a long one today just for you guys.
Large, brown, and phallic.
I
Just how
never
like
thought my cigar is a dick, but unless I smoke a big dick cigar. But okay.
Wow,
Where's the link of the 9x90? You're the dragon.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, 9x90, not very big, but you can definitely double pound this thing. But you know,
Lord.
hey, that's better than Woody, everybody.
What?
Fucking hell.
That's like a porn star and a half.
Yeah, right.
How long is the woody? You said it wasn't like 16 inches.
It's 1 by 100, right?
Mm.
10 by 100, I think.
You have to.
That's
do you
not
have to have
10.
Do you have to have someone to hold that while you smoke
That's
it?
not a 10. That's 10.
10 inches?
I don't
That's
think
like
that's
a-
10
Hey, no,
inches.
that's not
That's
10
a
inches.
foot.
Boy, you fucking wild.
No,
Is
that's not 10 inches. Wait, hold on.
Well, there ain't no 10
You know,
inches.
later.
Oh, fuck.
Is it
That's
sealed?
that's like 22 inches, bro.
Is it sealed?
Oh, yeah, it's 20. It's roughly about 20.
Yeah.
Roughly about 20.
Is it sealed or no?
What?
Is that sealed?
Oh, no, I already smoked this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing. forever ingrained.
He couldn't wait for
Yeah,
those 20 inches in his mouth.
He basically fucking smoked.
Don't be
crack
jealous.
at that point.
Don't be jealous. It's okay.
I was gonna say, where can I buy one so I can totally smoke it and not do anything else with it?
I'm just going through all my effort to try and make cigars weird for you guys, just to try and sort of ruin it a little bit.
You're not gonna be able to ruin it. Like like I'm a straight
Just
as
a little
arrow.
bit, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm straight as arrow. I mean, we Asian, we eat a lot of different things and never bothers us. Like does it bother us to eat like a bull testicle or a bull penis?
I mean, Asians historically can't really drink milk. We've got you one upped on that.
That's not true. We drink milk.
I don't know. We suck.
I know a lot of lactose intolerant Asians.
Well,
So
just
you-
because we're lactose intolerant doesn't mean we can't drink it.
Wait, lactose.
I mean, okay, fair.
Bro, I ain't
You
no
just
lactose.
sit
I got
through-
like no weakness.
Hmm.
Except
You got
for
no
my
weakness?
centimeter.
This guy doesn't drink the soup. That's his weakness.
Other than
Oh,
your place, you said
okay.
centimeters.
That's the thing is like I don't drink it. That doesn't mean I can't, right? It's like one of those.
He doesn't eat raw food either. So,
Hmm.
but
So
there's
I
It's-
never
exceptions.
eat a dick in my life. I tell you that.
Well,
His,
it's like
his
you,
steak has to be cooked all the way through, like well done.
well, it's
Beyond.
like you could fuck men, but you don't.
That's no.
I'm
That
trying to circle us back around onto the gay conversation because that's what we were brought here for. And Eric, I'm sorry, my friend. I apologize. I've known you 10 years. You're my best friend. But
I'm
you
trying to
do
see where
have
that
you
comes
do
from.
have fuck me eyes. I am.
I
do-
mean, that is kind of true.
Who had the fucking eyes?
Eric.
Eric.
I think that's go for the woman.
Yeah, Asian persuasion doesn't work that way.
You're the centimeter defeater.
Yeah, because when you reach back, you're not gonna be able to hold anything. There's nothing to hold.
This is why I am smoking the Suma, because we might get sued.
I think this is going perfectly, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
what are you
so-
talking about?
Out of the five letters, 4 of them like guys. All right,
Yeah.
technically in theory, right? Now we talk about trans. I mean, we talk about lesbian. I think lesbian like guy too.
I think lesbians, they do like girls, but they also just really want to be special and don't want to just be called gay.
Oh no,
Yeah.
okay.
Some
Answer me
reason.
this question, right? When lesbian goes to a sex toy store, what do they buy?
Yeah, fair.
I don't know, whatever they can afford.
No, they buy another dick.
they get
They
tofu.
buy another dick.
They get tofu. Instead of getting, real meat, they get tofu.
I don't understand lesbian at all because they play with dicks, right? Literally.
Yeah.
They
In
play
the end,
with
they
they
buy-
still want dick.
They buy strap-ons. They have
yeah, so I don't understand. I mean,
things like this.
Whoa,
this
whoa,
like-
whoa,
this kind of shape.
bro, I know.
It's a pickle.
Why do you have a dick on you all the time, bro? I don't understand.
It's a yodeling
You
pit.
know why?
That's his gay tendency.
It's a yodeling pickle, but again, they have things in that kind of phallic shape. It was like there, and then some of the some of the lesbians they kind of pass as dudes. So it's like, and then a lot of the women go for those, and it's just like you just want a unloaded gun.
Yeah. You just want a man, but without the dick.
Oh, they make loaded ones nowadays.
True.
But but it's like they don't want the attach. They wanted the attachable and detachable.
Yeah.
Fully
But at the end, they
extended.
want.
I mean, detachable sounds pretty handy. Not gonna lie.
Like, do you want to have to deal with the useless piece of skin attached to the dick, such as called a man, after the thing, or do you just want to use the thing?
True.
What
Yeah.
no. That skin is very useful. Are you kidding me?
But they're talking about they just don't want. They
Well,
don't want the
speaking as one of
headache.
those
The
skins.
headache of a man. They want women companionship.
When does
but
when?
you-
No. It's the other way around. The man that, aka,
I was gonna say,
skin I'm
yeah.
talking about, does not create headache. We are just quiet.
Mm.
Let's
I was
get
gonna make
that straight.
domestic
Okay?
violence joke, but I'm not
The
going to.
guys are the one that says, "You never come to talk to me. You never listen. Why don't you come talk to me? I want some attention. Attention, senpai." You know,
You clearly never hung around those sneeze glitter gays then.
Yeah. Oh boy.
like my wife is like the one that kind of walks around. And says, "Oh, you home? Yeah, I'm home. Where am I to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm the quiet guy. So
What am I gonna
there's
do?
no
Go
headache.
out? Fucking go to a
Yeah.
bar? Meet people?
If I-
Fuck no.
I don't go to bars. I don't go to
Yeah.
bars. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, in terms of, like, okay, now, so 5 characters, all
Mhm.
like guys. What's
Mhm.
going on? Why do we even have that community? Why?
Yeah, I've never been a big proponent of that. I've always just thought, just be you. Like, oh, I'm
Right.
gay, I'm straight, I'm bi, I'm this, I'm that. You know who I am? I'm Nino, and I work all day.
And
Like, who
that's the
cares?
thing, right? Because I've seen majority of the people of the first 5 characters don't care about
Mhm.
talk about it. They don't
Mhm.
care, right? I like it.
Yeah.
I don't even see them come out to okay, we got Pride Month and stuff like that. Even Pride Month, they don't talk about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. A lot of people don't even attend Pride Month. I think it's disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's like
Thank
Black
you.
History Month.
I think it's retarded. Like, why the
Yeah.
fuck they have their own month? It make no
Yeah.
sense.
It makes,
think-
it makes
Raiding
no
on the
sense.
streets,
Why do you need to
fucking-
celebrate for a month? Why do you need to celebrate for a month? What's there to
I think
celebrate?
I think a good rule of thumb is if I know what your sexuality is within 5 seconds of meeting you, we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
This conversation notwithstanding, because you did know that we were gay before we even walked in.
I mean, yeah, that's
So,
for a purpose, though.
We can be friends. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I don't get it. Hold on. Try to explain that to me again.
Okay, so if someone walks up to you and you
Mm-hmm.
know that they're gay within about
Mhm.
within about a minute of them speaking, like they just
Okay.
walk up to you and say like, "Hi, my name is Thing. I'm gay."
Mhm.
That person is probably not the type of person you want to hang around with.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? Usually that doesn't happen. I've been to gay bar a few times. Got kind of tricked into going and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
people buy me
yes.
drinks before. People buy me drinks before. But what I find out is they get so offended when I tell them that I don't go that way. They get
Really?
really angry. They start bitching.
Well, because like
Oh.
you kind of like in the territory.
You're invading.
No,
their
but then like
territory.
I before they even do anything, I'll be like, I just got dragged here by my friend, and they're like, why don't you try it out? How do you know? And like why don't you
I
experience?
actually,
I think
I
it's
actually
like
do have an I actually do have an answer for that.
Hmm.
Nobody likes rejection.
right, but I
And
try to
so
reject.
they walk up, they give you your best move, give them your best moves, and then
They get
suddenly
angry,
you
though.
say I'm not gay, and then they get angry. But the thing is, this happens with like women, for example. They, a guy hits on them, they say, nah, I don't think I will, and then the guy gets all angry, calls them a lesbian, says they're frigid, all
No,
that.
I don't
shit.
think that happens. When a guy goes
No,
to a
but
girl,
what
that doesn't
I'm
happen.
saying is, it's the same sort of type of shit. It's just like nobody likes to be rejected.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I seen it happen with girls before, man.
I
The
think
guys
I
are-
got hit on a few times, and then every single time when I say, I'm sorry if I, kind of, lead you that way, but I'm not gay.
You know, I went to a gay bar before and I never got hit on.
That's because you're no.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, like I mean, they say they like, what's up? I was like, what's up, faggot? And then that's it.
Oh wow, no, duh.
Let's fucking go.
Duh.
Rick, you owe us a tenner. We didn't say it.
Yeah, so usually I don't get hit on when I come to a gay bar. I don't know.
As I said, I think that might not necessarily be a good thing because I think a lot of them might have taken one look at you and gone like, nah.
I mean, that's fine too. I'm glad that happened.
Oh yes, of course, because you don't want to dick up your ass. But
You don't want
that's
to be
not the point.
accosted by the gays.
No, well, why does it
Yeah.
have to be dick up your ass? Why can't he been dick on someone else's ass?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Could what could have you watch like what's the thing, Hangover, right? It was a beautiful thing. You even cried.
I mean, we also did a
Wait,
session with Call of Duty where a guy literally threatened you to suck you from the back.
Oh yeah, they did.
I do that.
Yes. No, that actually happened. Yes.
Is that
that
why
was-
is that why you think you've met me on Call of Duty?
Yeah, I thought. Well, he kind of
It would be
sound
something you'd say.
something. He sound like you. That's why. Like I don't know.
That's a bit
It was-
racist.
It was funny. Well, I'm sorry. I am a racist guy.
Based.
Me too.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're in good
Wow.
company.
But yeah, it was just funny. He literally, we were laughing all night because he literally just said that, and me and Rick were like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Mhm.
Right now,
Yeah.
the chat room is what the hell is going on too.
Yeah, I've been looking at
right
you
there.
guys the whole time. This is funny as fuck.
Yeah,
But,
Renegade React says, "I just dropped in to say hi, and this conversation has been questioning everything."
Yeah,
Hi, Nate. Love
that's
you.
just the goal.
And then you have Joey saying, next time you bang your woman, put your phone on selfie mode and lay on her belly and record herself from her point of view. Then you understand why lesbians prefer women.
That just makes me even more hard.
That just cuts out the bullshit. Now
Yeah.
you're just dealing with the good shit.
Looking at myself while I'm fucking someone. Oh my god.
All right, so
That's why
so here's
people
another thing.
install mirrors in their bedrooms.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. So my wife been telling me
Mhm.
most of the gay porn I film with straight guys. Most of the gay porns I film with straight guys. Okay. That's what my
Now
wife-
I have another question. How does your wife know?
No, obviously she
That is a
watched
good
one of those,
question.
like, no, she watched one of those documentaries, some shit, and they were talking about it, and one of the guys
I don't
talked
think-
about how
I don't think
how his
I don't
wife
think
had to.
porn technically classes as a documentary.
Well,
I mean,
no, they were
like-
talking about a male porn star. That film's gay, and they were talking about it. And say, yeah, most guys, even have their
wait,
wife.
hold on, wait. Technically, it is because it's two guys, and then that's it's a documentary.
Yeah, they're
It's
quote unquote touching
documentary.
shit, yeah.
That's not docking, okay? That's not docking. You can't have male on male. Try it on the computer. That's not docking. That's called mounting.
Apparently, this man is an expert. Why are we even here? Like, he knows everything.
Okay, so my wife's telling me this. It's like most gay porn I film with one gay and one straight or something like that. All right. So a lot of them are straight. They even have their wife telling them, "Oh, you did this wrong. You should have sucked the dick that way." Whatever that is.
I mean, I definitely see a lot of male porn stars suck dick wrong. That's definitely true.
So
I love it.
You're exactly the type of person to push him out the way and say, "I'll show you how to do it." properly."
Yeah, exactly. Let
Like,
me
honey,
do it.
let
Fucking, I'll
me show you. All right. So in that case, does that consider in your community that's just trying, or is that gay? At
That's
that
just
point,
worse.
I know for a fact that a lot of male porn actors get asked to do like gay scenes because you want to stretch your actors as thin as possible. You want them to do as many jobs as you can.
because woman on woman are
stretch.
not, technically they're not lesbians. A lot of woman on woman porn, they're not lesbian.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
They're just filming, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
guys are
it's
guys,
just
the
a
same
case of,
thing. They
like-
just take two guys
I
and do
think-
it.
I think the case is in the
I can
case
see that.
of like porn,
Money.
it's just like their contracts are really shit.
Yeah.
And they get paid. So you do what you're told if you want to
Yeah.
keep having a job.
They're not necessarily gay or straight. They're sexually attracted to money.
There's not enough money to pay Eric to suck a dick.
I mean,
Eric, what's your price?
So
What's your price?
so there's a number.
there is a number. Everyone's got a
Eric,
number.
what's your number? What's your number?
Come on, Eric.
What's
My
that
number
phone?
would
What's
be,
that phone number?
Come
It'll
on,
be on the
Eric. I've got a
grave.
cigar you can smoke.
It'd be on my
Well, this is
grave.
what-
You will see the number when I get buried.
So there is a number.
So necrophilia. Okay, we got it.
Alright, alright.
It's
I might know
got solo
some-
leveling, so arise.
Oh.
So wait,
Go-
wait.
go-
If you're
after
dead, why am I
that.
paying you?
Yeah, exactly.
Rick, what's your number?
When I see him, 0.
I think at this point,
Uh.
Rick doesn't have a number. He doesn't have a choice.
True. It's either me or Jake.
I guess
Or
that
both.
instance, I
Or
mean,
both.
Rick, I understand $20 is $20, but have a little bit of dignity, man. $20 is $20. I understand.
I gotta have like ancestral wealth, not even generational wealth. It has to be ancestral wealth.
Really? You wouldn't even do it for a cool 10K? Come on,
Oh,
10K is a lot of money. 10K is a lot of money. You can do a lot of-
I spent 10K to get this apartment. It's security the fucking first month, and then
Yeah.
that's
You can use
nothing.
10K to get an apartment. That's a lot.
So if Elon Musk shows out your house, Elon Musk, all right, not Elon Ma, Elon Musk.
Not Elon Musk. Elon
No,
Musk.
not Elon Musk. Elon Musk got nothing. Okay, it's like Elon Musk, right? So Elon Musk shows up your house and says, "Hey, suck my dick," and you'll be no, or you.
Is he just saying it, or he's gonna like give me like half his fortune?
No, he's not even gonna talk
half
about a number
already.
He's not even gonna talk about a number. He just pulls his pants down, suck. Would you do it or would you not?
No.
Really? Oh, you're missing out, man. Those 3 things are most expensive in the world.
Elon,
I'm telling you.
Not even for the money. You could suck Elon's dick, and you can write off that publicity alone.
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah, probably get
it.
like cameras everywhere. Then blackmail. True. Be blackmail.
Things are the most expensive thing in the world, man.
It's a good conversation starter because you just sat there, you know, Elon Musk comes on the screen for whatever stupid shit he's done recently. You just say like, "I've had that."
Yeah,
like it's a good conversation starter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm seeing? You know,
What are you saying?
I'm seeing that y'all talking Rick into sucking a dick. It's fucking insane.
Goddamn right. It's what we're good at.
Because we couldn't talk you two. We couldn't talk you into it.
It's just wild. Rick is like, oh yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's called being a YouTuber. It's you just follow the content.
Like,
It's a bit. It's a bit.
How about this?
No, doing it. No, it's real. It's real. It's real. Because look at his fucking slutty little lips. He's asking for it.
God damn.
I'm hiding my lips now.
This? At least Rick was wearing the Slackjaw shirt tonight. Slackjaw, okay. How about this?
That's the next job. This is my friend as a girl.
Do you ever thought about live your life as a straight?
I mean, I'm bisexual, so.
See, that's what I'm saying. Bi and gay, the same thing.
No. Gay is exclusively men or women, depending on what gender you are.
Hey, in the beginning of the show, you say you're gay.
I mean, I just kind of say that, but I am technically bisexual, yes.
Okay, so what about Murky?
He's bisexual.
Murky, are you bi too?
No, I am just raw dog gay.
Mm-hmm.
So you okay? So would you ever consider live your life as a straight?
Oh, that's so boring.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Plus, we both hate women too much.
Yeah, why would I want to hang around with women more?
Well, how about okay, hang out with the lesbian woman who's like very manly.
Those are even worse.
Yeah, that gay men and lesbians cannot get along.
They really can't.
We have nothing in common.
No, it'll be gay man and a bisexual woman who is very very masculine.
I mean, hot take: most women are bisexual.
Yeah.
That's all damn true.
You see, everybody's bi. I just proved my point. You guys just proved my point. Everybody who's gay or lesbian could be a bi.
Okay, so what you're saying is, you said everyone is bi, so that means
no, everyone in the gay or the
Eric is
bi.
Hopefully, Rick is definitely bi.
Eric is bipolar right now.
Bipolar, bisexual, it's the same thing.
I hope one of those fucking poles is gay, because I'm not got someone to work with.
Oh, I'll show him a gay pole, all right?
Oh my god! Don't show him a good time. He might like it. Right? I think you guys just basically proved my point. Is that being gay is pretty much the same as being bi. You add another preference, easy.
Well, the one thing that I will kind of agree with is that I personally think that everyone is kind of born bisexual, but then just either becomes straight, gay, bi, whatever.
Right. I mean, if you're a guy, right, you started out educated being this is a girl, and that's why you gotta fuck in the future, right?
Yeah.
And then you go like, oh, I fucked that. I didn't like it so much. I like that better.
Yeah.
Right. But at one point you like girls. So every gay could be bi. It's just preference. I'd rather not date a girl because they're crazy. You know,
could be, yes, absolutely. Could be, yes, absolutely. But like no, not really. It's like, if again, I'd say like if you fuck a horse once, you're not necessarily a horse fucker all your life. You just kind of did it once.
No, you're a horse fucker. Nope.
Yeah, you did it once. Once you're a murderer, you're always a murderer. It doesn't change.
I mean, they were kind of asking for it.
Murder the horse.
Yeah, the horse was enjoying it.
The horse was
Look at
quite
Mr.
enjoying it.
Hands.
I mean, it's the difference whether or not somebody found out. If nobody found out, maybe not. But if somebody found out, you're always a horse fucker. That's never gonna change.
So what you're saying is it's okay
It's
to fuck
Schrodinger's
as long as
gay.
nobody, as long as nobody finds out. It's
Schrodinger's
okay to
horse
fuck
fucker.
horses. It's okay to fuck horses as long as nobody knows about it.
Yeah, it's okay to eat a dog as long as nobody knows.
I'm not saying anything about that because I feel like I may come across as a slight bit racist. I'm trying to avoid those allegations right now.
It's okay. I'm a dog eater, so it's all right.
Hey,
Yeah,
I am known.
We survived the 80s, which that's always okay, you know.
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like my question was like that lettering really blurred out so much that it makes no sense to identify anybody by any of these letters.
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel like
agree.
I personally feel like majority of people in the community hates the community.
Yeah, no, that is something like I don't mean to sound like elitist about this gay shit, but like the actual gays, the ones that just kind of live their lives, they don't give a shit. They don't make it their whole personality. They hate these people. But it's all this like I'm so special kind of talk, and everybody has to one up each other and invent a new fucking thing. It's stupid.
I think the best way to describe it is: do you like dick? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Are you a man? Yes. Good. You're gay. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you like women? Are you a man? Yes. You're straight. Fuck off. Yeah. And then the bi is kind of the bit in between.
It's you like both? Yeah, fucking go for it, mate.
It's like all this lettering is nonsense. It's idiotic, made by idiots.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be following it in the first place because the people who made it are not necessarily the best people to be following.
Yeah.
No, because recently
you like what you like. It's
recently, obviously, with the whole comeback of the woke is dying thing.
Yeah,
using the word gay is become normalized kind of thing. It was a fun thing now. It's kind of being bring back up because that guy decided to ask, "Are you gay? You're gay. Why are you gay?" That thing has been brought up, and then we have Eric, who literally cannot stop calling people gay. Ever since.
Good, so, don't stop.
I shit you not. I still use gay as like a derogative term. I still use that against people or just randomly, even though I am one of them.
That's the fun thing about it, because you can get away with it because we're one of them.
Yeah. But isn't that like normal? Because like, for example, black people use the N-word and they don't like people using on them. They still use it.
Yeah.
Well, that one's a touchy subject. In the sense that some do, some don't.
That's depending if you have a whip on you or not,
What?
Yeah,
or chains?
Eric, are you going for like a band speed run or something like that? Because so far your time's
I mean, the one thing I can tell you about that discussion is like the same with the gay discussion is like it is very different in Europe. Like we do not give a shit. Like the bigger cities will. You'll get the same types of people that you'll get there in America, but in general here in Europe, it's like our motto here in the Netherlands is be normal. Just be normal. Just shut the fuck up. Just do your job. Be normal.
Well, in Europe, very early stage of this, there was a term called metro, right?
Yeah,
and so they were doing metro to start with. It was very easily accepted. Plus, with the fashion and stuff like that, pretty much everybody looks gay on the fashion train.
Cough, French. Cough.
Make it more, guys. Come on. All right, make that dress. So that was very accepted. Over here, it seems like they need to create something in order to have a community that speaks out for them because they feel like they have something to say. Because in Asia, nobody talk about it. No one talks about it. There's no community. What community?
Yeah, right? You got this own.
They know where to go. That's a gay bar. That's where you gotta find your mates right there.
They're not stealthy.
Yeah, exactly. You do what you need to do in the bedroom. Maybe you go to a bar, and that's about it. That's your lot.
Like in Thailand, they're very upfront. It's I lady boy. No, $5,
Yeah.
$5, our lady boy, $5, and they say, all right, and
I
you just go in the corner,
All right,
$5.
all
then-
right, Rick,
I
I've got a
love
$5
Thailand.
bill for you right now.
But that's the question, right? What if you fuck a lady boy? Does that make you gay?
No,
Well,
I don't
it-
think so.
No, I don't, because it's very much like they are incredibly feminine type
Yes.
thing.
Unironically,
Well,
some of
they are
the-
gay. That's incredibly feminine. That doesn't change the fact that you know that fact.
I mean, if the ass is thick enough.
Right? They just do
Well,
one
yeah,
of the
it's-
act, not the
yeah.
other. Or maybe both.
Yeah. Nino's right. If the ass is thick, dip your wick. It's very simple.
There you go.
Ass is thick. The dick you whip. Okay. All right.
But if the ass is thick, you dip the wick.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I've seen so many of those lady boys, and let me tell you, some of them look better than the goddamn women. Like a lot of
Yeah,
them.
they do. They
Like
do.
a scary amount of them. So it's
They
like
they
know.
start at a very young age,
Mhm.
and they have adopted every quality possible.
yeah. So it's like I don't necessarily think. Of course, it's gay because you know that there's a dick flopping around while you're plapping the booty, but
Mhm.
it's I don't know. It's more like you're gonna go to Turkey and not eat a fucking kebab.
Well, that's different
Culture.
because eating a kebab does not identify you as anything.
I mean, you're still eating meat.
Right.
You're
but
still
it's not-
you're still
it's not the
putting
same
meat in
kind
your
of
mouth.
Meat in your mouth.
It's a different kind of meat. Okay.
Because
That
there's still
meat
meat in
isn't-
your mouth either way.
Well, that meat isn't getting excited or anything. There's no end game. All right. There's no goal to that. There's no.
Well, there is
You
an
know.
end game, satisfaction. Because once you eat that meat,
Yeah.
you're satisfied. You have been satisfied by your meal. The
No,
other
no.
one,
I'm not gonna be
You've
satisfied.
had
I'm
meat
gonna
in
go
your
eat some
mouth. You've
vegetable
had
after
meat in
that.
your mouth, and the satisfaction comes, well, with the cum.
Mhm.
I was afraid I was gonna.
True.
I'm actually surprised we got this far without someone saying the word cum.
I know it's a record, honestly.
This is gonna be a
Eric,
lost
you got
episode because
jump.
YouTube's gonna hear it and it's like, what happened
You
to 7?
better,
I don't
you
think
better
YouTube have a
fucking
problem.
upload this.
That's the thing. I don't think this is educational, right? Technically,
Yeah.
education. Hey, YouTube, this is educational.
We
you
haven't
know,
said
and
anything bad.
Yeah.
Yes,
tough
we're,
call.
I mean, this is very
we're
educational,
educating
right?
we're educating the idiots.
No, because like
Actually,
before
no,
you gotta
no,
call
no.
somebody someone, before you gotta
This
call
is-
somebody a name, at least know
this
what that is,
Yeah, this is literally Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
right?
This is it. Like, we are
This is
doing
the
it. We're
reboot.
bringing it back.
This is the reboot.
Right? This makes sense, right? Before you call somebody a name, at least know what that is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't do that. I just call them.
True.
But how can you call somebody a name if you don't know what that is? What does that mean?
Well, actually,
I
in
would
the
tell them, go read the fucking dictionary.
Because
well,
you
in
don't
the
even
case- in the-
know.
in-
They might know.
the
They
case-
might.
like,
Oh, okay.
like Eric, if you ever want to learn about a certain F word that you actually already said on this broadcast, I'm
No,
more
he
than happy
hasn't.
to
Ignore
give you
that.
some education on the subject.
Yeah, true. We know a lot about it.
A one-on-one, if you
Well,
will.
is it different? Is it a difference?
Doing
Is
what?
gay and F and Q the same?
What the
It's,
fuck
it's,
is
it's
that?
essentially
In theory,
just different
in theory.
level. It's just different levels of the gayness, essentially.
Eric,
So
you can't
is-
really
is
say
F
it on
the
a
ultimate?
live. The F is like what these Europeans call cigarettes.
British
Yes.
cigarettes.
Yes, British cigarette. I like saying that instead of calling people the F slur.
All right, okay, educate me here. What, like, is that a higher level or a lower level? Well,
So
you know-
Okay. So if I call you gay, that's normal
Yeah.
because you could be gay.
Mm.
If I call you queer at a different time, that would have actually been an insult.
yeah.
Um,
Nowadays,
You
but
it's
if
basically
kind of
I
call me
like
call-
girly,
one
right?
of those
That,
still,
in
but-
theory, if you call me queer, you're calling me like girly.
Yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
it's just like that's just incorrect at this point.
So it's like,
But if
okay,
I call you an F slur, for example, that is directly an insult. That is directly.
It's like the
actual insult.
equivalent to like obviously the N word, and we're calling you boy. Get out of here, boy.
But
That's-
that's the
that's
thing.
the-
What is
that's
the
like the
difference?
queer
What is
version.
different in theory, in definition? What is the difference?
The difference is just severity.
Well, which one's more severe? Like you're saying
Yeah,
that F
uh,
is more
The
gay.
one that we can't say.
The one that you can't say.
One that we actually can't say on this broadcast, but Eric happily.
Oh, we can
gave
say.
us
I
an-
don't think he said it like a million times. YouTube never been that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I got a strike reverse because of that. Oh, I had
What,
a strike because of that
F-word?
word.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've been
Hey.
swearing in my video since day one, bro.
I think
Yeah,
it's probably
Swearing in
best
general
to-
is fine,
to-
but like,
Swearing
it's
is
probably
is
best
fine,
to
but
not,
it's
tempt fate.
yeah, the like
But
the
that
the
basically what you guys agree.
the faggio, that kind of way of saying it, YouTube doesn't like anymore.
But you're saying that F is
Yeah.
the ultimate level of gayness or
top.
not?
Yes.
Okay, so what's wrong with that? That's the question. What is wrong with being super gay?
Well, like that's like a similar thing to the N word, because it's like certain people will definitely still think of it as like a slur, but there
I
are
understand
some
the slur part, but
Yeah.
like is there
Actually,
something wrong being that?
I've actually got a good way of explaining it. It's kind
Sure,
of
sure.
like the difference between the N word with A or the hard R N word.
kind of
Severity.
But you're talking as a slur. I'm talking
Yeah.
about internal
Well, yeah,
definition.
but as I said, but like the actual definition, like queer,
um,
queer, okay, queer. That just means something odd. Like that's what the actual word means. But it was
Mhm.
used to describe gay people in the past, saying you're just weird because you like
Well, but the word
fucking
gay
men.
and that didn't necessarily mean homosexual before. It was mean
Oh yeah,
happy.
it just meant
so-
yeah, it just meant happy. But
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
but it was used by the communities, quote unquote, to say essentially label themselves. I have no idea where lesbian came from.
Mm.
Because if you even go back in time, that concept didn't exist. It was normal. It was
Yeah.
normal. In Greek, they'll fuck anything.
Well,
Oh,
it
yeah.
depends on which culture you're talking about. Because some cultures, yeah, like Greek or
No,
Romans,
every culture, like
they were a bit.
even in China in history, the king has boy toys.
Even in the Renaissance
true.
too, like Leonardo da Vinci, he had his own boy toy as
Yeah,
well.
they have boy toys.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as I said,
Especially-
it just depends on time specifically. Because
And
you know,
also,
Especially going to
at
war.
one time in history it might be okay. One time in
also
history it might
ancient
not.
Egypt.
especially going war. China back in the days, going to war, you're not allowed to bring any woman. So they will bring essentially a queer with them.
I didn't
Okay,
even
so
know
we
that.
pack so we pack the swords, we pack the armor, we pack the gay, we pack
Put the gay on the back of the mule.
yeah.
But
Right?
it's like,
They-
Tony, those guys were the only reason why they were gay or queer or whatever is
Pulled the short
it's
straw.
too so they can't fuck with any woman that's inside the palace
That's
no,
kind of
no,
fair,
that's not
actually.
true. That's not
because
true.
that person usually served the queen, and the king don't.
No,
want that person to
those are
fuck
the
the
no.
queen.
You're talking about eunuchs. Eunuchs are different.
Oh yeah.
The same
yeah.
shit. No, they just-
No, we're talking about actual soldiers.
They ain't no queer soldier, bro.
They are.
You'd be surprised.
There's actually history.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. No,
Really?
eunuch is just a dude who's been castrated.
The castrated people, they don't go to war. They don't go to
Yeah.
war. They're just officials. They don't never go to war.
Mhm.
You don't bring
Or
them either.
often,
Because they will be the first one to die. They'll be the first one to die. So you never bring anybody that you love or you really care for to war, because if they get kidnapped, you're done.
Yeah.
So the king will never bring. They was like these fews, or take it in the ass, put it in the tent.
Essentially, again, it's like what I said earlier. They drew the short straw. Like like you're the gays for this war.
But back in the day, there was no concept. There was no concept of gay. To them, that's actually dominance. There was no concept of gay. It just doesn't go the other way. It just only go one way.
I can
One of
So
them
what
has
is
an
it?
exit. One of them has an entrance. That's it.
So what you're saying is that throughout history, bisexuality was the norm.
Because there was no concept. Nobody came out and says that is abnormal until modernization.
No one walked up and said that's kind of gay, bro.
Right? It's like no, because just think about that. Back in the days, right? There's no bathroom doors, and but people hold hand taking the shit. There was no problem. Nowadays,
We need to bring that actually. We need to bring that back. Actually, I feel like that'd be very.
No, I don't. I don't
helpful
really need to
society.
hold anybody's hands taking the shit. I like private time.
Bring
But,
back the communal shitting rooms, damn it.
But back in actually in India, they still have beaches with beach where two guys hold hand, take a shit.
Yeah, they do a lot of weird shit in India.
No,
Yeah,
but the whole thing was that if they don't hold hand, they might fall in. the hole that they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they
Oh
hold
yeah,
it.
I forget that certain countries they have like toilets as we know it, but then some of them
But it's
they have like
it's
just sort of
up
the
to
hole
somebody
in
to
the
tell you
ground.
that was wrong,
The whole street.
right?
Yeah,
Somebody had to
there's
come
the
out with a
whole
teaching that tell you that was wrong before you think it was wrong. Because back in the day, there was no such thing. They don't know what that is. Guys just dominant. I own this guy. I own this woman. I own this. I own that.
That's true. My dick. Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke. My dick is bigger than your dick. I own you.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's
at-
what you meant, Nino? Do you want a pen? Would you like a brand of pen?
I'm gonna need to review this footage. I'm gonna need to roll that back and fucking listen to myself.
I'm pretty
12
sure you
times.
guys watch Spartacus, right? Spartacus, the manly of men. Yeah, he will fuck his buddy.
Hold on. Let me Google that
Who?
motherfucker.
Who?
You guys don't know Spartacus? Come on.
It's been a while.
I'm aware of it, but I'm
I
not
don't know
sure
who
if
the
he's
fuck that
actually a
is,
real
bro.
person.
I
Yeah,
don't know who that is.
Yeah, would.
Yeah, right. Like in the show, they literally the guys just go at it. Yeah, my wife makes me watch that kind of stuff.
Your wife is into a lot of gay shit.
I
Yeah,
have
she
seen
does.
the show.
Okay, she still watches a lot of TV shows from Spain, like those drama from Spain, and they are
Those
very free.
telenovelas.
Yeah, then they speak Spanish and all that. Every time I walk by, two guys are doing it. Every time I walk by, two guys are doing it. Doesn't matter
Really?
which time. Yeah,
Right in
and
front of
I
us
was,
now.
I was
I think his wife just has a preference.
no, but then
Yeah.
whenever I talk to my wife about it, it's like, why do you always watch this and I always have a sex scene between two guys when I walk by? She's like, no, there's guy and girls. You just never hear when that happens. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that just tells you how much this is happening. Because every time I walk by, this is happening.
That's the same thing with my mom's house. My mom always watches novellas, and I'll come over and I'll open the door. I'll just hear like moaning, and it can either be two men moaning or it could be a man and woman moaning. Look at the TV. I just see a sex scene. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck are you watching? Oh, it's Telemundo. I'm like, that's not Telemundo. That's something. That's more than Mundo. I see a lot of Mundos at the moment. That's too much Mundos.
That's Calahomo.
Yeah.
So I walked by, like there was one show my wife was watching where the female was a doctor. She transformed through time by walking to a tunnel or something that I can't remember what that is. And the first time she watched that, I walked by. It was a guy. His hand was nailed to the table, and the guy was fucking him. I was like, "That's what you're watching." She's like, "Yeah, it's very exciting." I was like, "Okay."
Just making the plans for you.
She about to fucking nail you to the fucking table.
Can we not move? Can we not just move? What's the name of this TV show? Can I get a link?
It's a very
For
famous
research.
drama. It's a very famous TV show. It's very famous.
My mom probably knows that. I don't know. I
It's
just
very, very famous. Somebody in the chat room must know. Come on, man. A woman who traveled back in like the 1800s or something like that, and then she can travel back and forth. She still keep going back. She have a husband in the real time, and she had a husband in the past. And she goes back and forth to become a.
I'm pretty
she's
sure
a
there was a
doctor.
British show with that exact.
I think that's
same
called Marvel.
That's Avengers
Doc-
Endgame.
What
dude.
is that show?
It's just
It was
called
very
Doctor
famous.
Strange
It was very, very famous show.
or Captain America. I don't know. One of those two things.
It's Shaun of the Dead, dude.
As I said, there was a British show with that exact same plot.
And I think it's a British show. It's not American show. It's not American show.
Oh, as I
it's
said,
on
but
Netflix.
I was gonna actually, except for the fucking the actual British one I'm thinking of, is it was a guy, not a girl, who's doing the time traveling.
What is that show name? Now that bothers me.
Not a clue.
You guys talk. I'm gonna Google.
I'm just overstimulated.
Every time you talk to us, dude, it's fucking get
Nipples just get
overwhelmed
hard.
by a tidal wave.
Rick, what is that number?
Yeah.
What is that number?
Yeah.
What is the number?
Everyone has one.
911.
I can get you $911. Let's go.
I'll get you that right now. I'll send you that. I'll send you that right now.
Send me your PayPal.
Bravo. This can be the number. Here's $5 Canadian.
Oh, so like 2 cents. Okay.
I don't know why I have all these weird currencies on my desk.
I have
just
a
text my
fucking
wife.
shekel from a
Sure, it's
homie.
done. I
I have a shekel in here too. I have
not
a
Doctor Who, not Doctor Who.
I have
I
a
was going to say, yeah, I
Mexican-
know Doctor Who.
$100
Not
Mexican
Doctor Who.
pesos.
Doctor Who.
I've put 100 pesos again, like 2 cents.
Yeah.
Not Doctor Who. What is it? Man, that
Doctor
really
Strange?
bothers me right now. Definitely not Doctor Strange. But if you tell me Doctor Strange is gay, I'll believe you.
Who's
I'm
I
Doctor
mean,
pretty sure.
it is gay, but
can't
not in the
know.
homosexual way.
Yeah, it's gay in the bad way, like I was saying earlier.
I mean, I like that cape. I want that cape.
I think he
Who's
would
Doctor
rock that
Strange?
shit.
Marvel.
He's a very strange man. You should meet him.
Doctor Strange, played by the guy who cannot pronounce penguin. What's his name?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes,
yeah,
Cumberbatch.
yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Bendy Dick Thundersnatch.
Cumberbatch statue. Yeah, I don't know. Like, in terms of this topic, like gay and lesbian thing, like I always think that there is such a blur line that when people are saying that, I always wonder, like, it's like, even though it is, I have no problem being friendly with anyone. It doesn't bother me in life. It's just the definition of that, having a community or that, and then define it by characters. It's just blurred. It's so blurred that the character means nothing. It's like how we talked about it. 5 characters, all 5 to talk about technically the same thing, liking man or liking guy, right? Technically, so it's never the other way around.
Yeah, it's a box for people to put themselves in, even though they don't want to be put inside of a box.
I think my honest opinion is like the community is for people who are brain damaged, because like my cousin is lesbian, 100%. 100%. She's recently got divorced, but she was with she married a woman. She was engaged to another one before, but her whole life she's been dating nothing but women. She never dated a man. She's been lesbian since the whole inception of dating. Whenever she never experimented with a man, she knew she wanted to be with a woman. And she's about I think like 12 years older than me. And when I was growing up, like early 2000s, so even like a little bit late 2000s, she would go to New York Pride all the time. And then when they made Pride Month a thing, that's when she's like, okay. I also go to the festivals, but okay. I don't know why a month, but all right. But then when the spectrum started to get more, spectrum, and because they're kind of on the spectrum, she took a huge step back, and she's like, this is no longer about us anymore. This is more like a statement or agenda, or this is no longer celebrating us. This is just people being weird.
Right.
So she stopped going, because she's like, there's no longer representation. It's just like, we went there to celebrate the fact that, we could be gay, we could get married, and we celebrate that we could finally get married. Now that type of genre or that type of celebration is no longer a thing, because only thing she wanted to accomplish was, let me be able to marry a woman. That's it. And when they passed it with Obama, she's like, all right, I'm happy, I'm content. But then when they
but what is the point of that? What is the point of that? At the end, let me ask you, what is the difference between married and not married?
Well, let me ask you: if you're with your current wife and you're not married, are you happy? Would you want to take
I'll
that
be
further?
fine with that. I'll be fine with
You'd
that.
be fine with that? Okay.
Yeah,
But
the
the
only
thing is,
difference.
some people want to get married, but actively
because
being
it's just a piece of
denied
paper.
that.
It's just a piece of paper,
Actively
number
being
one.
denied that.
No. Number one, it's
Is
just a
the
piece
thing.
of paper, right? It's a piece of paper. At any given time, married person can be divorced.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
a basically legal document. That's all it says.
Right, it's
It
a legal
says you
document.
are
It's
attached to this
not
person.
only is a legal document, it's a legal document only recognized by one country.
Yeah.
So, like, what is the difference? Like, if you're happy with living the person that you're happy with, that document doesn't do anything. Well, you think just because you're not married, you don't pay child support?
Yeah.
I think it's more about the whole principle of being like able to get it done.
Yeah, they want it because they can't have it.
Like it's better if they have at least the option to do so or not. Like even if they don't want
That makes
to.
no sense. That's like
some
me saying
people-
that That's like me saying that I wish I can have a vagina. It makes no difference.
No, that's a very different.
Oh,
That's a
that's a
very
huge
different
difference.
fucking thing.
No, because it's something that you can't have. So be it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gotta get.
But the
be
difference
together
is
with
that
Oh, there's-
the difference is that they actually did get it. Are you planning on getting your vagina anytime soon?
No, I'm not.
Are
Okay,
you
so
physically able to grow a vagina?
No, but that's the problem. Like based on my wife, what my wife say, I only have a vagina because I bleed every month just like her.
No, well, what I mean by that is like it's you know wanting
It's like
to
woman
have a
voting, bro.
vagina all of a sudden. It's like that's a very different thing. That's something that's not really physically really possible, even if you pretend like
But
with
again,
some
that's
surgery.
being recognized by one country only. You can go
Mhm.
anywhere else. Nobody the government does not recognize it.
Yeah, no. I understand that. It's just the difference between like something that's physically impossible versus
Oh,
something that was being prevented by other people. You know?
Well, it's not. No, it wasn't prevented. It was just not. There's no such thing.
Yeah,
But
fair.
that's,
Actually,
that's kind of how people prevent it, by saying it doesn't exist.
a little
Like
bit, yes.
like if I say your marriage doesn't exist or Rick's marriage doesn't exist, for a good example, because I always do this. His wife doesn't exist,
Mhm.
and as a result, forgot where I was going with this because I got stuck on the fucking phrase.
As a result, his wife doesn't exist.
Yeah, as a result, his wife doesn't exist, and he is a virgin moron.
No, because he can go find alternatives.
He won't though. Look at him.
True.
He might go get a lady. That's the next closest thing.
Mm.
Be honest, you've always got me, Rick.
Or me.
Rick, have you secretly no?
No.
Rick,
You don't want to see our DMs.
like Rick. Both of us are like twice your size, but still, we can make it happen.
Oh yeah.
I forgot. Jake is 6'7", and Nino, you're like what, 6 what?
I'm also 6'7".
both of
I'm
them
6'6".
motherfuckers
tall.
6'7".
Europeans are
Holy
tall.
shit!
I'm actually I'm 6'6". I'm just 1 inch lower. He's got the inch on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I usually do.
Okay. Let's sway away from that topic for a little bit. 'Cause now that I got you guys here, right? Because you're
Mhm.
Europeans. What do you guys
Yeah.
think about Trump?
I think it's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
It's funny as fuck?
fucking funny.
It's
Yeah.
funny as fuck. I'd like if you want some real political opinions, I honestly don't really give too much of a shit. I don't really
Mhm.
pay attention to anything. Like even in my own country, they could die for all I care. But seeing people over like since 2016 going absolutely apeshit has been the funniest part of my life, like ever. I have been laughing hysterically since 2016 and I have not stopped.
Like the current election, like the recent election, anyway.
This one's been
That
kind of
one was
boring.
It was kind of funny, not necessarily on Trump's camp, because he was like,
He was just
he
being
was just
himself
kind of
again.
yeah, he was just doing his own shit. It was
Yeah.
the other side that was
Mm.
kind of like fucking up in every angle. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
why was this a good idea?
Yep.
Why did you think this was a good idea? Why do you keep fucking up?
Yep.
Well,
You're
it's like-
making a guy that's an idiot. Like you're making this fucking this Cheeto dust man look good. How?
This could have
How
been the
have you done
easiest
this?
win in the universe and you couldn't accomplish it.
He fucking walked it in. Like how?
It's like you ran out of options, right? So you got to try other things. But the other thing was not the option before because you would have
Try
chosen.
anything else. Try literally anything else.
There's
Like,
no
literally-
anything else because he's doing his work. He's doing it really, really quick. And it's pissing off every other country out there, right?
Mm.
And by saying that, hey, you're pissing off everybody out there, it's literally like what people are voting him for because they knew that he's gonna piss off everybody.
Yeah.
So that's helping him. There's no other way around it to say that. But I was wondering because obviously in Asia right now they're absolutely pissed about it because all the tariffs and stuff like that. They're angry. There's a lot of propaganda talking about how bad of a president he is. He's gonna ruin the world, which I don't think why. Just tariffs, it's not a big deal.
That's a very strange thing to say because like Is America the world? I know a lot of Americans think that, but is it the world? It
No, no,
isn't.
no, 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 no. When I
No,
when I talk,
no, what I mean is that the tariffs aren't going to affect things as much as people are thinking. Like, it's, don't get me wrong, it's an absolute bastard to deal with, but it's not going to burn the world to the ground.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
tariffs.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
exactly. You
Yeah,
can
you-
print
you-
money out
you-
of
you buy
thin
land.
air, and suddenly now money is a problem.
Like-
Okay, here's another thing about money. Okay, majority of the gay guys I know are filthy rich.
I know like one or two, but for the majority of the ones that I know, no, they're poor as dirt.
like myself and Nino, for example.
Oh yeah, I am so fucking poor. I aspire to poverty. I am well below the poverty line.
No. I say majority, not all. Right, majority.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
for
I
example,
aspire
like,
to be called poor.
like
Well, I think when you say majority, because we just overpopulate them,
That's also kind of fair.
right? You know, what I
I
mean?
think-
like, okay, so
Mhm.
majority of the gay guys that you see
Mhm.
dress very nicely, very clean cut, very.
I was gonna say,
very-
I think that's
and then-
kind of where it comes from.
right, and then they do whatever they want in life. You know, for example, like most of the cruise reviewer, like people who go on cruise, are gay people, and that's a lot of
yeah.
money, right? So you see that there's that perception that most gay guys are either rich, filthy rich, or clean cut, and
I
to
think-
be
I
clean
think that's
cut, they're rich enough to do that, you know.
I think that's
So-
just because those are the ones that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously there are some that are
So
obviously
like
not.
they're saturating the pool with this like idea that gay guys
It's a
are rich as
stereotype.
fuck.
It's a stereotype.
Everyone's-
Like,
Yeah, it's a
tomorrow you say,
stereotype.
It's a good stereotype.
Oh,
yeah, if tomorrow there's the big ass headline says Jeff Bezos come out of the closet, I'll be like,
Mhm.
I knew it. You know, I'll be
Yeah,
like, I
exactly.
knew it.
Look, Rick, it isn't a good stereotype because it makes all the rest of the gays look bad. Like, why
Yeah,
aren't we rich? Why aren't we
Yeah.
drowning in money?
Where's my money? God damn it! No,
Right?
I think
it has that stereotype where they are very clean
Yeah.
cut and wealthy,
Mhm.
or dressed nice. Because
Yeah.
they dress nice, it gives that stereotype.
Yeah,
know?
at least I think that's where it comes from because like a lot of the gays are very like preppy about their appearance. They like to look very, very dressed up and dolled up or whatever the fuck you want to be. And I think because of that, people kind of have the assumption that a lot of them are, kind of in the money. But generally,
you can be dressed up and like
oh yeah,
all
Well, if you
fancy
gotta
and
dress
shit,
up,
wearing
it costs money.
wearing some like nice money, have a nice haircut,
Mhm,
but you can still not be filthy stinking rich. But
mhm.
you can
True,
still
there's
you
only
just be,
so
you can
many.
you can just be like slightly above the poverty line. You can be above the poverty line,
Mhm.
but like not amazingly rich.
Yeah, I
and
think you
still
can dress
want to
nice without
Yeah, you can
money.
dress like even a fucking like a
You hear that,
homeless guy.
Rick?
You could give him a nice suit, bam, he looks fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear that, right?
Again, Rick, for example.
You can
No, I don't even
nice.
think a suit would make him look good.
No,
I don't think so either.
I seen him dressing suit. I see him dressing suit.
Yeah, he looks
but
Maybe.
the problem is if he dresses in a suit, he would have to take off the hat.
Mm.
And I've
Yeah.
seen what's under the hat.
Yeah.
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 I got a fedora.
Do not
Don't
ever
do that.
burn that. Why do you have it?
Don't do that. You'll look like a fucking Reddit mod.
Oh Lord.
Wow. Rick, have you considered? Have you considered?
Instead of what?
Being a Reddit mod.
No.
I mean, hey, at least you can make something. It's not going to be money, but you're already not making it on your channel. You at least get gold points, gold stars.
That's actually no. Yeah. Plus, when you're a Reddit mod, you might actually get some modicum of attention, and people might know who you are a little bit, and in comparison to how you're doing right now, anyway.
Fair game. I love this shit.
He just listening. He's like, I'm enjoying it.
Everybody
do
can
this-
get it.
We do this to Rick all the time. We did it before we came on here.
Literally in the DMs, we were just shit
No,
talking him
That's the
constantly.
thing, right? Right when we say, you know what, we need to bring a couple gay guys here to answer questions. He's like, I got the people. Don't worry about it. I got it. I know exactly who to
didn't even
message.
hesitate.
Yeah, he didn't even
Yeah.
wait. He's like, I'm messaging right now.
hmm
Yeah.
Just
He
thinking
messaged
about,
us-
I'm smoking this. Where's it at? Come on.
Oh, hey, Murky, he's thinking about you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am in Rick's mouth.
I'm
Wouldn't
going for
be
my
the first
Camacho.
time.
I'm going for my Camacho.
All right, so being gay, do you go to gay bars or do you just go normal bars?
I've gone to gay bars. I don't go really to gay bars.
I've been, but like they're just kind of tedious. Just fucking
Yeah.
go
Yeah, I
wherever you
think,
can.
like,
Just go wherever you
isn't-
want. Don't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't it when you gay bar to me is like where you get sloppy, right?
Yes.
You're looking for
Yeah.
someone so desperately.
You're
You
you're
put-
going
you-
into the
yeah.
bathroom and there's a little fucking hole in the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I think.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
what
feel like-
happened?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Tony.
Go ahead. What happened? What?
No, I want to ask. So if you guys like a guy, right?
Mhm.
You know, you chit chat all night, but then you find out that he's straight.
Yeah.
Do you still attract? Do you guys are attracted to straight guys?
Oh, like I have a
Some-
question for you. Are they gay?
No, they're straight. They're
the
straight.
fuck?
Answer the
straight.
question. That's
They're
straight.
straight.
But
They're straight.
are they men?
They're men.
Well, I would. Yes, I'm talking about men. Yes.
Oh yes, okay, so they're men. So like yes, you can be attracted to straight men. It is a
I mean,
physical thing that can
if-
happen. Obviously,
If they're hot,
they're not gonna.
Would you try your best to convert them? That's the question.
Yeah,
Would you
that's the
try
question.
No,
like,
that's
you-
a- that's
after
a
knowing
waste
that
of
they're
time.
straight, would you try your best?
I feel like
Would
that's
you
a
try your
waste of
best to
time.
like I'm gonna get that ass tonight?
there are gays like that. 100%. There are like straight chasers that will try to convert. 100% that happens.
Oh yeah,
Um,
a good rule of thumb is like what's the difference between a gay man and a straight man? 2 beers.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. Yeah, but like for me, no, I don't do that shit. If you're straight, it's completely fine. I don't care.
I see. Okay,
Mm.
that's what my yeah.
Because like we have people like James
Oh,
Charles.
Eric, you're safe.
Mhm.
Eric, you're safe. That's what they're saying.
No,
I don't think
I've
I
seen
would-
the way
I
he's
don't-
looking at me. He's not
No, he
safe.
fucking isn't.
I don't think I'm never safe. So there you go.
As long as you got those slutty ass. I'm good.
No, my wife always make fun of me because I always get hit on. I always got.
Really?
I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I always get hit on. It's like my wife was like, maybe you look gay. I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Like turn your head to the left and like let's have a look here. Okay.
And every
you look
gay
good.
that hit on me, every single gay that hit on me is bald.
Big buff bald dude.
Big buff bald. Dude.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. Yeah, I've
Every
had
single
like
one. Oh,
I've-
except one that I never seen. That just sent me a message, which like he was bitching at me all night. I had to block this person
Damn.
because once I tell him I'm straight, he's like he have all the excuse. Why don't you try? Why don't you blah blah blah?
First
blah,
of
blah.
all, why the fuck
Mm.
you have his number or he have your number?
No. It was on like Facebook and stuff.
Oh.
Sure.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I
Sure,
believe that.
that's what you want to tell yourself.
No,
Exactly.
seriously. My wife made fun of me all the time.
Mhm.
And this one gay guy literally asked me for my underwear.
I mean, you know,
I
My
love
wife's
this
vouch for
conversation.
that.
I mean, I got freak. I know women that's freaky like that, but
Mm.
yeah. All right.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
Eric,
guess-
I do have a question for you.
Mhm.
You say you've been to gay bars before,
Yes.
and you seem to know a lot about the illicit activities that often happen there.
You were on the other side.
Why the fuck
Now
do
I
you
know.
why do you know so much about gay bars?
Well, because I used to date a girl and she liked to go to gay bar for some reason.
Mm.
She's like,
That's-
well, I
That
know
wasn't
why
my
she.
question, but why do you know what goes on in the bathrooms? Why do you know what's
Because you have to go
cracking
to
up
the
behind
bathroom.
closed doors?
I don't have to pee. I drink a lot when I go there, bro. Like I gotta pee.
Did you go into the bathroom stall and see a little hole and go like,
Yeah, I go tuck tuck. You know?
don't tap
That's
on
when you're done.
don't
That's
tap on
when
the
you're
wall.
done.
That's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
don't
don't tap
do
the door
that.
until you're done.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just go
Fucking
there, like, I
tap
go
tap.
tuck,
Be
tuck.
quiet. I'm shitting. Oh,
Playing a
Lord.
fucking dangerous game because you could have tapped on that wall and a dick came through.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, like, when it did come to, I would slap that shit. Like, pop.
They don't like it.
I do
might
that
just,
shit
yeah,
for
that might
fun
just make it
sometimes.
worse.
I would slap the fuck out of it.
I don't know. The one I went to didn't have a hole in the bathroom, so
Hmm. Yeah, a lot of them don't because it's
Yeah, not-
kind of
not all
against
of them.
regulation. You can't
Yeah.
really do that. But like
The-
some
the
places,
one
they
I go
just
to-
sneakily- Mhm.
I just know it's really dirty. It smells really bad. But like,
That's a lot of
there's no
gay
hole.
bars. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't know why it's so unsanitary.
Mm,
It's insane.
Yeah.
it's weird.
I had to make sure I don't drop a soap or anything like that.
I don't even flush with my hand, man. I have to fucking use my foot to fucking flush it.
Then your shoes are dirty. Now you gotta throw your shoes away.
The shoes is fine, bro. I'm stepping on shit all the time, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
What you're
exactly.
saying is, so what you're saying is, Eric, is that you're very good with your feet.
Good to know. Good info.
I mean, I
That's
don't
really
have bad looking feet though. Except for they look like alien
Ayo,
heads.
proof.
Ayo, pics,
Pics, proof.
evidence.
Like my feet is like my toes are long like fingers, so I could
All
grab.
right,
I could grab shit with it.
all right. Making you an entry on WikiFeet right now.
You can make some fucking money. go.
Exactly. God damn it.
I probably could
Feet
I
finder.
could flick you off with my middle toe.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is that a promise?
Have you two ever gotten insulted and felt insulted like that though?
I don't feel insulted. I've gotten insulted a heap.
People like, give us insults all the time. We don't care.
They're not
I
Americans.
insult,
When-
I insult
think at
myself
that
and other
point-
people way more than anyone can insult me.
Yeah,
How
I think
about this? At what age did you come out of the closet?
Do you want to answer
That's
that, Jake? Because mine is a bit more.
Because it's a bit of a weird one. Because like knowing you're
Yeah,
gay
same.
and coming out of the closet is like a very different fucking thing. So like you could know you're gay at like I don't know 12, and then suddenly be like you don't get even you get up until like I don't know you're like 25 or something like that. You actually finally start telling people because you can't because you just never fucking bothered. Like for
Yeah.
example, I actually properly came out to my parents when I was about 23 because I just never bothered. I think they already knew.
Yes.
I think they already fucking knew.
There's
so I
no
was
need
like,
to tell anybody kind of thing, right? They're
Yeah, I just at one
I think,
point sat
everybody,
them.
I think everybody
just,
catch the whiff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
my wife and I are usually get, oh, that, have you sound the guy? Yeah. And he's probably is. And then we're like, oh, yeah, he probably is.
I mean, there is some gay guy that I cannot tell at all. But
I want to answer Raymond. Raymond, can I answer his question? He said he never understood why people use their foot to flush the toilet. You got to wash your hands anyway. Let me tell you this, Raymond. What if there's a pile of shit right on the handle? Would you still touch that?
Okay.
Will washing your hand be okay if you just like, hey, there's a pile of shit. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to wash my hand anyway. You still wouldn't want to touch it, right? There's a difference between want to touch it and not want to touch it. Regardless, why don't I got to wash your hands?
Yeah, if you see the state of the bathroom being atrocious, it's like you can only tell what
because you don't know what's there. You don't know what's there. You don't know what is on there, right? It could be disease. It could be whatever. You can wash your hands.
It literally could
might
become
not prevent
fucking right on it.
It could be cum. It could be fucking herpes. You never know. It could be everything on that one handle. The fucking bubonic plague, the Spanish flu from the 1920s.
What kind of
37.
We just told you that was a gay bar bathroom. You need to go to a gay
you
bar.
You are playing a
fucking.
You are playing a dangerous game by touching anything.
Yeah.
The bathroom, literally, if you've seen it, you'll be like, public bathroom is so clean.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would rather go lick the doorknob on the public bathroom in the parking lot than touching any of the doorknob in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
No open cuts, no problem. No.
That's not how germs work.
Okay, let's say if you use the soap to wash your hand, that's 99.9% of the bacteria is gone. That's still 0.1%. And when we say 0.01%, that's like millions of bacteria that's on there.
And that's the stuff you need to worry about.
Counterpoint. When I'm done like sticking my finger on the poop covered button and washing it off, I'm probably just gonna go home and finger myself anyway, so there's gonna be more germs on there.
To be honest, Nino, I don't think you need to worry about your hands because your hands have seen worse.
Oh my god. Oh dude, you don't want to know where my hands have been.
Well, I have an idea. I have an idea where your hands have been because you keep telling me.
And that's because you keep wanting me to tell you because it gets you off.
Wow. That's okay. I'm
just because I was asking you about how you were masturbating earlier does not mean that I want to hear about
Okay.
everything.
Okay, on that topic. Let's
Yeah.
talk about like when you have a boyfriend, when you have a
Uh-huh.
mate.
Mhm.
How do you decide when you go to when you go to the bedroom? How do you decide who goes where?
I mean, it's kind of like it. You know, if you're already like, if you,
Well, I'm just
I'm
saying, if you're like
6'7", if I
yeah,
have
no,
like anyone
exactly.
smaller than me, then it's like you're going bottom.
I'm saying like, yeah, 6'7", boy, you
There's
You better
just
be like,
natural.
fucking
There's
just
just a
slap that
natural
dick on the
order to
face,
some
like,
things.
Get down, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even need to say get down. I just look at him like this.
But isn't it more like I said, like we said earlier, most
Mhm.
Europeans are tall, so it's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
why there's no difference. Why is that like you guys are the same height?
In my case,
Rock paper scissors.
not a lot
Yeah,
of
exactly.
not a lot of English people are that tall.
Yeah, in
Like
England, it's very
like,
different.
yeah, we're a bit on the shorter side, but like fucking what was it? Fucking Netherlands. They have
Yeah.
a quite high national average.
Yeah, like Europe in general, it's kind of all over the place, but the Netherlands is specifically like we have the like tallest average like on Earth.
Isn't it
Damn.
like six? Isn't it like 6 foot? Isn't that the average?
6 foot for men, and then 5 feet, five
Well,
foot
then that's-
8 or 7 for
Then
women.
that's like American then, because a lot of majority of Americans is over like 6 foot and over.
No, not
Okay.
really. Not
Americans
really.
No,
are
actually,
5'10".
That is true. No,
The average of America is
Average-
5'10".
No,
Yeah, no, I was gonna say there
There's
are
a
a
huge
lot of
difference.
There's a lot
giant
of
difference.
Americans that say that they're 6 foot because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
insecure
that's
about
There's a
it.
giant difference
Yeah,
between 5'11" and 6'1".
yeah, because there's a lot
I'm
of
just saying,
people.
like, a
There'll
lot
be
of-
a lot of people who are 6 foot, and then a lot of people who are lying.
dude,
Like,
I don't know.
but-
A lot
Yeah.
of I've seen a lot of American, and I swear to God, a lot of them are like fucking 6 foot. I mean, they're short one. Trust me, that's like one of my heights and shit like that. But majority of them are like about 6 foot.
So apparently, I am the average. In America, average males are 5'9".
Huh.
So I'm literally at that spectrum because I have a spectrum on my brain.
I'm 5'8".
So you're one tick below the average.
Hey, I'm above average for Asian.
True.
Yeah,
True.
We don't talk about Asian, bro. Asian are like fucking 4 foot.
I'm above average every way, even my name.
Dude, I went to
Oh, yeah.
Japan. I went to Japan. I stood out like a fucking street lamp. It was so funny.
Bro, you are a street lamp over there. What the fuck?
It's so funny, dude. I was always looking for my friend, or my friend would be looking for me, and I was like, "Oh, that one giant fucking tree over there in the sea
look-
of Asians."
Yeah, just look for the other white guy.
Yeah. There's a lot of white people in fucking Japan, especially in the bigger cities, but like,
They're very popular too. They're very popular. People love. to
oh
hang out.
god, oh dude, the amount of times I've been hit on at random ass bars in just Tokyo, holy shit.
So what happens if you got hit on by a girl? You just tell
Fuck
them,
yeah,
flat
go
out.
for it.
You can
Because he's
try.
bi, bro. He's fucking her.
Well, what about
Oh, yeah.
Murky? Murky, what
Well,
do you do?
as-
Like, if you got
Well,
hit
as I
on?
said, you can try.
Mhm.
It ain't gonna work, but you can try. I'd like to see the pitch.
Yeah, no, women don't have
It's
any
like- it's a
game, so I'd
fun-
like to see them try first. But
I want to like because women, like as he said, no women have no game. They have zero game.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's like in
as
Japan,
a
they would
result,
just
I
throw
like to
themselves
see
on
what
you.
they do. I want to see what they do.
yeah,
No, I so when I'm in Japan,
Mhm.
whenever we're walking a bunch of girls, when a white guy comes, they will just flood this white guy.
Yep.
And they will start to, oh, you want to go sleep? Blah, 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 blah. They'll go at it. So like, you know, in that situation, Murky, what do you do? Like you just, hey, you can try, but I'm gay.
Mhm.
And they were like, yeah.
Like if I'm in Japan and I'm surrounded by this sea of the sea of Japanese girls, I'm just gonna walk away. They can't stop me.
yeah, exactly.
But the thing is,
So
like,
you'll walk away, but you will not explore. You'll walk away. You're not taking a freebie, basically.
I'm not taking the freebie.
Mm.
Like I'll just sort of like walk through them.
Quite literally, probably.
Yeah, I'll walk through them like a fucking set of saloon doors. I don't care. I've got better things to be seeing.
What
Yeah,
happened was it was a sea of gay Japanese men. They're like, ada, ada. What will you do?
That's different. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, Jake's gonna cover the men, and I'll cover the women.
Yes.
You
He's
splitting them
more
with the
bi than you
doll.
think. He's more bi than you think. He'll take anything.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Divide and conquer.
If you're hot, you're hot. Bend over.
All right, so is Miley Cyrus lesbian?
Probably. I don't really know her.
I have no idea because I don't know.
Oh, how about this?
basically
Is
anything
Madonna
about her.
lesbian?
No clue.
Bro,
No
I
clue.
don't. I don't listen to
know.
pop
We
stars.
don't we don't care about women. We don't care enough to follow them online or wherever they are.
I know
don't
maybe
care.
one woman. It's my mother.
I'm trying to.
And that's questionable if you know her.
Yeah,
Is Will Smith gay? Is Will Smith gay?
I mean, he is a cuckold.
So he is or no?
No,
I
cuckold
mean-
is different though.
Yeah, Kako is kind of different.
He's
It's
fine
kind
with
of-
August, pounding that ball cheeks of
It's
Jada.
It's kind of different, but sitting in the corner while another man is pounding your girl, I think that's kind of gay.
Then like yes, like the
I mean,
other guys
I
like
know what you mean by
palming
that.
your wife's head like a fucking basketball. You're
Like
just
getting
in there and-
excited by your wife getting used by another man specifically. It's like
You-
I don't think
To
he's
me-
excited
to
about
me,
it.
that's
He
not-
can't do anything
Oh,
about it.
he get turned on by that. But to me, that's not gay. That's a bitch.
Okay.
it is a bitch, 100%.
It's straight up. You're a bitch.
Like, it really depends on like
How about
are
this?
you
Would you guys go to a Diddy party?
probably best
Fuck
not.
no.
No?
Probably
Fuck
best
no.
not.
Absolutely not.
I do not have the celebrity status in order to defend myself from such allegations.
So you won't. Even though this is all you can, it's like a buffet.
Oh,
You
you can
still
eat essentially.
Yeah, it's like a
All the-
buffet.
all
It's
the
like a
actual
buffet of
portions.
children. I don't want that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's adults there. There's adults there. I heard the screaming. But
Yeah, fucking kitty. Like Diddy rhymes with kitty for a reason.
And you also have the audio of Meek Mill getting
Yeah.
pounded by Diddy. I'll
Oh,
send it.
Diddy,
I'll send
no.
it to you guys. No,
Please.
no,
I
it's,
heard it. Yeah, that's what I'm
it's-
saying. I heard the
it's
screaming.
worse.
Please.
It's worse than what you just mentioned.
Oh,
I'll find it and
Lord.
I'll send it to you after the live.
I don't know. Like just like I would just stay away from Diddy at all costs because I don't know where he's
Yeah.
been.
Just
So-
stay away from celebrities, dude.
Oh yeah, celebrities are just fucking.
So you guys
awful.
won't take the
So
freebie even, and you won't take the celebrities.
I think that's all
No.
depend on personality, man.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask you a question. If a gay guy walked up to you and says, "I'll suck your dick right now," would you give up that freebie?
Mm-mm.
Bam.
You wouldn't.
But
You
that's
wouldn't.
different.
You go for it.
That's different though. I'm not.
No,
into
that's not different.
No, you're still
No,
getting
no,
dick
no,
sucked
if
by
it's
a
gay,
man.
you gay
Let's
now.
reverse that to if a woman come up. Yeah. I'm
No, no.
free.
Even a
Okay,
woman come out,
let's
I'll
go.
say no.
What the fuck?
Even a
You're
woman
gay as
come out, I'll say
fuck.
No, I don't care who it is. I think sex is a chore by my age right now. I think sex is a chore. So to me,
Based.
that's a chore.
Yeah, ain't
So
no
I-
chore for me, boy. Fuck that.
It's a chore for me. Well, you're younger. You're younger. I'm older. I'm like that's a chore. I don't.
Old
I
or
don't have,
not, I am not get. Bro, what the fuck? I know we
'Cause-
went through this, but this is something.
No, because like right after work, I had to go take a nap. I don't got the time.
a nap. Bro, what the? A nap. Oh,
A nap.
Yeah, you got 20
It's
seconds
not-
with me, and
see,
then I'm gonna go on the
Eric,
couch
not
play
everybody's
Monster
like
Hunter.
you. We're like 3 seconds later it's done. For me, that could be like 3 or 5 hours. I need to go take a nap. Yeah.
it's still crazy to me that you two turned down fucking sex. It's insane.
Uh,
I have a wife. I any given time I need it, I just go to my wife. Bring my
That's not.
coffee.
That's not
Easier.
my. That's not my point.
To your wife, and she'll tell you to fuck off because she's
No, my
trying to
wife
watch
never
her
tells me
gay
to fuck off.
shows. No.
You know why he won't fucking? She won't say because you haven't gave her for like 3 months. Like,
Mm-mm.
Why she's watching all this gay shit? She's
I have-
she's gagging for it.
I don't know
Please, for
about
the
that.
love of God, man, give her some.
That's too much. That's too much chores. I have other chores to do.
I have other things to do. I need to clean the toilet and wash the fucking wipe the floors. Oh yeah.
I clean the toilet. I clean the toilet.
Oh yeah. You clean that. That's the only job you do. So what the fuck else are you doing?
Hey, I cook. I clean. You know, I do a lot of chores in the house. So I don't have the
Sound
time.
like a bitch.
It's the opposite of Cardi B.
You know, I use the bathroom a lot. I want to make sure the bathroom's clean. I take bath. I like my bathroom to be clean.
Do you take baths with like little bath salts and bath bombs
Yeah.
and little sprinkle little petals on it?
Understand? I'm Japanese descendant, so we love bathtubs.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I'm
always
understanding that. I'm just trying to figure out how feminine your bath actually is.
Oh no, you're supposed to put salt in the water because the water isn't pure over here. The water is horrible. Ooh, the water is horrible.
Yeah, fuck Rick.
The
piece of
water
he
is
wasn't giving anything to this conversation anyway.
no, the water stinks because over here. I don't know how Europe is. Over here, we use water heater tank, and
Mhm.
the water is not clean.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in order to make sure it's clean, you put some salt in.
Yeah, I get that. I get that's like sprinkling some fucking salt in there. It's very good for you.
Yeah. So
But as I said, like using certain products, like so, for example, a bath bomb.
I wouldn't use bath bomb because it takes forever to clean it.
Oh yeah.
Real.
Oh! We got Rick back.
Oh, god damn it, he's back.
I should put it
Yeah,
back. Put it back to waiting.
Yeah, no. I've been moved up the board here. I'm
Yeah. So
pirate.
for me, we'll use salt. We'll use those pre-packed bath scents, and sometimes use those tea bags that has flour or whatever scents I'm using. It's tea bags. So, and then in the end, just take out the bag and throw it away. It's easy.
I just put on a kettle and I just boil water to the absolute hottest it can get, and then I throw it in the bathtub, and then I just yeet myself in.
Well, for Asians, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Hey,
use
speak for
that
yourself.
water.
Speak for
For
Tony.
real Asians. For
For
real
Tony.
Asians. For real Asians, we tend to share water. So
Oh,
whoever
yeah,
can
yeah.
sustain the hottest water goes in first.
That just sounds fucking insane already. Fucking sharing water. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's every Japanese. Every Japanese family. Father goes in first.
Fuck off, bro.
It saves
This
water.
fucking salty
It saves money.
Your salty,
Why-
sweaty balls already fucking got soaked.
You're
out.
supposed to
Why-
shower
why-
before you get in.
I don't give a fuck. It's still fucking
That's
salty.
Why do you think the father gets in first? Because he doesn't have to deal with any of this shit.
That's what I'm saying,
He's
bro.
top of the hierarchy. He gets in
Fuck.
first. Fuck it. I'm not
No,
sharing
because
any
you
of
gotta
that
understand. Father went to work, come back out tired. They shower, they relax first. The water is really, really hot at the time. By the time they get out, the water kind of cool down a little bit. And the next person goes in.
That's just so insane to me.
The
That's
water
so
that
wild.
I use, my wife thinks boiling water. She will not get it. She'll have to let out a lot of cold water, ice cold water before she gets in there.
And that's the first time I hear from a guy that could handle more hot water than a woman.
Yeah, my
I love-
wife fucking showers in lava. I like warm water, not lava.
Like my like there's a little gauge that you use to see when the water's perfect. I always go past that by 2 or 3 grids.
Yeah, same.
When I come out, my whole entire body looks red. Yeah,
That's
and then
necessarily
my wife
good.
will go in, and that to her that's still hot. She still has to let out cold water. So sheer water is nothing wrong because you shower first. You
There's
shower.
nothing wrong. There's everything wrong,
So you think that after you shower, you're still dirty as fuck?
bro. When you soak in water and showering is different. When you soak, more dust can come out. I hope you know that.
Yeah, and
That's disgusting. Oh my god. All right. I can't fucking.
this is why
put
Eric
logic
can
in
never
it.
go to the hot springs or public bathhouse and stuff like that. That's the water.
I'm
is
just
It's
gonna-
fucking
I'm gonna-
disgusting.
I'm gonna stay out of this debate because I don't care.
What about hot tub? Do you go to hot tub?
Well, okay.
Surprisingly,
Well,
no.
I'm just saying, I don't go in hot tub. As you see, we fucking got a hotel with a tub. I never fucking got into it. But it's like, because I did take bath before. And you know, like when you
I hope
just
so.
scrub, right? You just scrub your shit. All that shit is floating in that bitch.
No, you didn't clean up. You didn't clean up well. If you
Oh,
wash
I
it
didn't clean
clean,
up.
nothing's gonna come off.
Talking to a guy that took a fucking 30-second shower.
No.
I mean, if you don't take a shower, you're just British.
When I took a shower really quickly, I didn't bath.
I'm just saying
me.
though, it's fucking insane to me, dude. I don't care how much you scrub in your shower, but you sit in the bathtub that's fucking soaking. Yeah,
If
man,
you
they ain't
clean,
gonna
you're
fucking
clean.
hell.
If you're dirty, you're dirty. You know, if I'm not gonna hang out with you guys afterward, I would be loofah in my loofah.
Like I say, I'm telling you, you go and you sit soak in the bathtub for about 30 minutes, boy. All of that is coming out.
You are weird.
No,
I mean,
you're
the-
fucking weird. You're the one that shaved bed water. What the fuck?
You're putting
The
cleaning
entire-
chemicals in the bath.
The entire race does this.
Yeah, fuck that race.
Real.
That
Yes.
race is Asian.
Fuck. I'm fucking Asian, and I'm telling you, my culture don't do that shit.
I hate to tell you, my dog's more cultured than you are.
Fuck your dog, I eat him.
Now we're getting into the fun
Because you're
shit.
jealous. That's because you're jealous. My dog's way more cultured than you are. My dog's way more cultured than you are.
Mm,
You're just not cultured.
I'm not culture, okay.
Rick agreed. Rick is like 2% more Asian than you are.
Rick is like 2% of fucking everything, including gay.
True.
He ain't 2%.
More like 20.
$20, 20%. Let's go.
20 is 20. I guess 20 is 20. Wow. Anyways, I can't go over to 2 hours because you won't upload. So we got to end it here. It was really cool for you guys to jump on, answer some of those questions. And, again, if anything offended you, too bad. You're responsible for your own feelings. So
Yeah, if you're offended, fuck you.
it's just for 2025. I don't know about 2020. I don't know, 2030. I don't care. But
I don't
right
give a
now,
shit if it's 8 years in the future.
yeah, in the future,
I'll-
then we might have to delete this episode.
I will answer this. If I've said anything that has ever offended anyone on this here show, you can kindly go fuck yourself. There we go.
Oh shit, Rick! What kind of friend did you bring on?
No, I like these guys.
I meant every word I said.
These guys are cool. We need to play game with these guys. These guys.
You.
Trust me, this is lax. This is them at like
We've
5%.
been behaving.
We're
a lot.
at half mast right now.
Right.
have
I'm
just
kind of
played game.
chubbing, but
That's
We
what
need
I
to
do.
play a game and see what kind of shit come out of your mouth. So
Oh,
Don't play
God.
Minecraft with us. Don't do it.
I don't play Minecraft. I can't. There's a lot of games that'll get me sick.
Yeah, Tony's a
Yeah.
pussy when it comes to gaming, so it's hard to game with him.
Anything
one
with
tip.
POV stuff. You can't do
Yeah.
first person POV stuff.
oh,
Yeah.
Just,
So it's
uh,
pussy.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine my body another person. No.
real
Hey, you got
sense.
sometimes you just gotta imagine you're black, man. It's nice.
I'll let you know when
So-
I have discovered my inner Tyrone. Okay, so
Long
maybe
dick style.
maybe be able to discover that Tyrone has a bigger dick too. So
hey, that's because you don't know my name. Once you know my name, you wouldn't say this. You see, Rick is dying because he knows my name. Okay,
Yep.
once you know my name, different story. I told you I'm above average in every way. All right, so that is it for the episode. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It is kind of weird topic. Okay, no, it's a gay topic. Okay,
Weird topics for weird people.
weird topic.
So-
Just say it.
Next time we have anything like this, we'll bring these two guys on again. You never know. You never know. Like, these two people are not smoking cigar right now. Maybe they would, and then we can talk about cigar for gay people. I don't know.
Cigars for gay people. That's just what dicks are.
No, because you never know. Because I want to ask them about Lanceros, but right now I can't. So we might have a topic in the future. So
I could try to send them cigars.
Oh,
will they
please.
smoke it? That's the question.
Of course,
Oh,
I
yeah,
will.
oh, yeah,
Hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and then we can talk about the next side. Which one do they prefer? Do they prefer the girth or the length?
I'll get lunatics. I'll get Lanceros, get Toros, Robusto Gordos. I'll get them all of it.
They're meant to be smoked. They're not meant to be choked. Meant to be smoked, not meant to be choked. Just want to put it out there, okay?
We'll,
So,
we'll
yeah.
do a mouthfeel tier list.
Veiny. All right.
I
so-
liked the girth of this one, but it wasn't quite long enough for my, estimation.
I can only imagine that episode. And Eric, I mean Rick, you have to do it. You have to do it. We have to have that episode.
Hey, Rick,
yeah.
just a little hint. If you want us to go outside your country, just say it's like candle or chocolate. Okay.
Just
Okay.
make it a gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't say, "Oh, I'm sending a cigar." It's not gonna work.
I was going to say because the
You'll
cigar
work for
prices
20.
over
I
here
think you
are
can spend 20.
terrible.
No. You cannot send any because different countries have different tobacco laws. So
Yeah.
But we sent to Netherlands. I think we use it as a hobby supply or something. I just don't.
yes, you use something else, not I'm sending to fucking tobacco.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
probably pack it with other stuff like maybe like little treats and like American treats and whatever things that's not really common in the
treat them like a
European
dog.
market.
Give them treats.
No, just
We get
I like it.
cigars and treats too. There you go.
just crumble some paper and then put that in the top and makes it look like and just write dildo. It'll probably work.
Just hide it in a
Yeah.
dildo.
I buy too many of those. They won't notice it.
Right.
Just fill a fucking dildo box with some of them and they'll pass through it easily. Because none of them fucking people who are checking the shit want to open it.
Yeah, true.
So this is it for this episode. Thanks again to Nipopado Podos.
Just call me Nino.
Yeah, I want to pronounce that again. That's why.
Nippleopodopodos.
Nipopado Podos.
Nippopotamus.
We'll have something like this in the future again. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry.